Put your hands together for Jason Damm! A lot of you don't look very sober either at school. It is. No, I know what I look like. I know. I look like my blood type should be THC. Right? Yeah. No, it's great. I actually looked at my family history. I found out I'm half German and half awake. Yeah, drug assemblies were great in high school for me, honestly. Because every time they'd come in, they'd be like, yeah, high on life, not on drugs. And they'd look at me and like, holy shit. And like, lay out the life, buddy. You've had too much. No, I don't know. I always wondered why I looked like this my whole life. I don't know. It's just because, like, I don't know. I remember when I was a kid, like, all those times my mom yelling at me, hey, quit making that face, it'll stick that way. And after many years of smoking weed, I got it. You know? The other thing I always wondered, like, what happened when they made me up in heaven, you know? You know, I can just imagine they're just, like, putting me together like IKEA furniture. And God comes in smoking a nice fat blunt, because he's God, he deserves nice things. And he just comes in and he's like, is he done yet? And he just, like he is now, send him out. Then like later on, they're sitting there like, I feel like we forgot something on him. Like, he'll be fine, it's alright. And that's the story of how they forgot my thyroid gland. But no, I did start smoking weed again recently. Because I quit like 16 years ago. Because I didn't want anybody looking at me like I was high all the time. And then I kept looking like this for 16 years. I was like, fuck it, I guess the damage is done. Pass it. Let's do this. I like it though, man, because I got really stoned the other night, and I found out what my spirit animal was. It's Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. And it's not because I was in deep thought or anything like that. It's just because every time I get really stoned, my friends always look at me and they're like, dude, you alright? And I just kind of look back and I'm like, I'm okay. Another fun thing I did, I got really high. I started playing Grand Theft Auto, the video game. And I'm just sitting there with the controller, you know, and it just gets chaotic. You know, there's like muggings, rapes, riots, burglaries, car thefts. Like, it was insane. You know? And then I started to sober up and I realized I don't even know this game. I was just watching the news. I was like, man, I was wondering how that game was so accurate with the weather. Like, seriously. I was like, holy shit, it is nice out. Fuck. And I'm like, still not going outside. But no, I enjoy it. I mean, I look like this, whatever, it's the thing. But I do like looking like this because there's one thing I want to do is go on The Price is Right. Yeah. And show them what real energy looks like. Because you're usually in The Price is Right, they just say, like, come on down. They just go irate. They just jump all over the place. They're just excited. And then, you know, with me, it'll just be like, Jason Damm, come on down. And I'll be like, and I'll get down to the podium, I'm like, hold on, Bob, I'm tweeting about this. And they're like, it's Drew. I'm like, the fuck it is. Like, no, I mean, I hope if I get on stage, I don't have to try to win any kind of crappy gifts. I hope I get like a car or something, or money. I hope I don't like get up there and then not like I have to try to win like a washer and dryer and exercise equipment. Because then I'll just have to be like, you got anything else in back? Like, because it's adorable. You think I do either one of those things. Like, the other reason now I want to go on, I want to spin the wheel. You know, and it's not because it's iconic or anything. It's just because after they're like when they're waiting for the wheel to stop spinning, they always ask them, "Would you like to say hi to anybody at home or in the audience?" And they ramble off every person they can think of, and you're just like, "Oh, they're just so excited." And with me, it'll be more like, "Hey, Jason, you want to say hi to anybody at home or in the audience?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." No, another show I absolutely love is Family Feud. You guys like that? I love that show. I watch that show for one simple reason. There's always that one family member that yells out the stupidest answers. And you can always tell how dumb the answer is by how much the rest of the family hesitates to clap or agree with them. You know, because they'll be like, name a type of cat, and I'm like, golden retriever, and then like the rest of the family just like, oh yeah, it's a good answer, yeah. It gets up there, and the host is like, the fuck it is, I'm going over to this family, fuck you. But the other reason actually, there's another reason I keep watching is because I want to see that time where the answer is so bad that the rest of the family gives up on them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they mumble it off, and the rest of the family's like, that's the fucking answer you give? Like, really? Like, can we swap out, like, and his grandma's in the audience. She's got, like, dementia and shit, but she's way better than this half the time. Like, I do need to make a quick correction. My last name is actually Damm. It's not Damm. But there's a legit reason why I did it. It's because my name is not spelled how it's pronounced. My name is spelled D-A 2 M's. Like dog, animal, 2 monkeys, right? So Damm was never a curse word in my household growing up. Never. But there's always a misconception outside of my household growing up. Like I'd get like a substitute teacher or something, and she'd come in, she's like, "Is Jason Damm here?" And all the kids would laugh. It's like, "Oh, she said Damm." And I just look at him like, "Go fuck yourself." Like, I was a different kid back then. I don't know. Like one time at recess, this girl, she's like, "You're a turtle breath." I'm like, "Shut up, whore." Like, it was cool though, like, because her mom picked her up later on. She's like, Mommy, what's a whore? She's like, you in 20 years, get in the fucking car. Like, but no, like the rest of my family, I quit. I quit even trying to correct them. Like, I'm just, screw it. It's Damm, let's move on. And I realized not too long ago, it would make it so easy for me to name my kids. If I ever have any, I could name one Hoover. And name the other one God. Hopefully God's a troublemaker, because I don't feel like every single time being like, God damn, will you stop doing that shit? Like I didn't do it, Dad. And I'm like, shut up, I'm talking to your brother Hoover, alright? Like, and if I have a daughter, I can name her Beaver. Hopefully she has buck teeth, it'll make a little more sense, you know. That, and if some dude tries to get with her and she don't want that, she can end that shit real quick by chomping on his log, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, no, I don't have any kids, I know. I know what you're thinking. You think the ladies be all over this shit, right? They're not, but... No, my family always gets on me about it, though. They're always like, when are you gonna have kids? I'm like, when I need to pull out. Like, or when I have sex with a woman, whatever the occasion calls. But no, me and my girlfriend, we really do have really strict birth control methods. Like she's on the pill, and there's various other things that we do, have precaution and everything. But there's one thing that we do that it's our one method, it's our 100% method, it works every single time. And it's the fact that she does not exist. So and now it's yeah. I don't want kids. I don't know. I see too many of them in public, and I want to punch all of them. So I'm better off. I'm saving the environment by not getting laid. No, I do. I mean, I like my nieces and nephews and stuff. Like, I went to Disney not too long ago with my brother, his 2 kids, and his girlfriend, and we're there, and it was really cool too, because like they got to see Mickey and Goofy and all the characters and everything like that. And I was totally checking out Princess Jasmine, kind of wondering what that magic carpet ride was like, I found out. Yeah, it's like a whole new world of STDs. That bitch was dirty. I'm like, you're a princess, act like one, alright? Like, go see the royal doctor, get that shit taken care of. But no, later on, we're me and my brother were standing there, and the kids and their mom were, like interacting with Donald Duck. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God. And like my brother's like, what? I was like, Donald Duck can get that close to children on a daily basis without any pants on. But the second I do it, I hear, step away from the child, sir. Like, having a good year so far? I mean, I know we're not that far in, but I mean, it's better than the last 2 years, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, you guys are over this COVID shit, right? I mean, no? You still want it? And you're like, no, we love it. It's fucking... No, but, yeah, I'm over it. I just want to get back to some normalcy, Maybe get some red tide going. I love that time of season. It's all the free fish on the beach. Don't even need fishing poles. I mean, cook it, don't be weird. I mean, like, And then if you get really lucky, you get a free manatee. Relax, it's dead. And I don't know, I remember, like, I was sick of the mask mandate myself, because I figured with that going on, there was probably a couple places that they didn't really care if you had it or not. Like, I went in Little Caesars, right? And the guy, as soon as I walked in, the guy said, you gotta have a mask on. I was like, dude, I'm getting a $5 pizza and a 2-layer Mountain Dew. That should tell you right there that I fucking give up. Like, yeah, then I went into Target, and then the lady's like, hey, you need a mask? I'm like, nope, I'm good. And I just kept walking. And she's like, no, sir, you gotta wear a mask. I'm like, those 2 people aren't. And she's like, sir, those are mannequins. Like, and this year's going pretty good for me so far. Like 2020 I knew was doomed, because like my one New Year's resolution was to get out more. And then in 2021, first day of the year, my truck dies. I was like, oh my god. So I mean, I took it to a mechanic, you know, I'm thinking something mechanical. He insisted it was COVID, but like, but no, actually what it was is the transmission went out. And I kind of work on vehicles a little bit, but I needed a little bit of help with transmissions. I didn't know too much about them. So I decided to try to Google how to work on trannies. I learned a lot. Nothing about transmissions, but I learned a lot. You know? I mean, I did find out I'm not really pansexual. You know? I didn't even know what that was when I first heard it, and then when I found out what it was, I realized I wasn't. And apparently I wasn't because being pansexual doesn't consist of me rubbing my dick on pans. So, but it's a great place to finish. I'm just saying. Non-stick, wipes right out.
Things hit you hard.
But no, yeah. Well, my truck was down. I had to take a couple Ubers. And I took this one Uber, and there's a lady sitting in the front seat. One second. Get it drive off. But no, there's a lady sitting in the front seat. She starts showing me pictures of herself on her cell phone. She's like, oh, what do you think of this one? What do you think of this one? Leave the fuck alone. Like, what? And no, later on she goes, oh, hey, would you like to see a selfie of me? I was like, okay, I thought that's what we're doing, but alright. And I'm not even joking, she showed me a very close-up picture of her vagina. Yeah. And I just looked at it and I was like, wow. You don't look anything like your picture. I was like, were you feeling alright that day? They looked a little clammy. That's okay. That's just me trying to think outside the box. It's fine. I actually used to live in a motorhome behind my brother's house. Ladies, relax. And no, it encouraged me to get like an apartment, you know, and I got one. It was really nice. It was really awesome, quiet neighborhood, beautiful. But there's one problem. The neighbors, every time they had sex, they were super loud. And I was like, and it just, I don't know, it just got so frustrating, especially when they finished before I did. So then I gotta get the computer out, I gotta look up porn, and I end up in a sticky situation every time. You know, but no, actually, you know how you get your neighbors to stop that if you ever come across it? You wait till they quiet down, you pound on the wall, and you go, hey, can you keep going? I'm not done yet. And you'll get some crazy looks, but one of you has to move out eventually, so fuck it. It does work. Anybody here have jury duty? No? Not one fucking person. All right.
Right here.
Oh, you didn't. I mean, it's not like a volunteer thing right now. You can just, you know, I'm not asking if you want to do it. Like. But no, I remember the first time I ever had it. I was sitting in the back with the rest of the group. Finally, they called me up. And the prosecutor's like, Mr. Damm, is there anything about you that can affect this case in any way? And I said, yes, actually. I have attention deficit disorder, and I have a very hard time paying attention. And he got mad. He got so mad. He's just like, oh my God. Sir, why didn't you tell me that when I asked you and the rest of the group when you're sitting in the back? I was like, because I have attention deficit disorder. Now who's not paying attention? I went to Dollar General the other night, because I'm a high roller evidently. Life is going good. No, I pulled in, I'm not even joking, I look over this lady, she's like hunched over like she's gonna throw up or something, you know? Well, technically she did, but it came out the other end. And I know, I can't unsee that, it was gross. I immediately went in and told the cashier, I was like, hey, you know you got a lady pooping in your parking lot right now? And she's like, yeah, it's Dollar General probably. And I'm like, no, seriously, can I talk to a manager or something? And she's like, yeah, but you're gonna have to wait. She went out in the parking lot to get some. Oh man, my friends always tell me I'm a really good writer. You know, and it really encourages me to maybe write some movies or something. Like, I thought about, I could write a prequel to the movie Heat. I could call it Pre-Heat. And if that goes good, unlike this joke, if I make a sequel, I call it Overheat. And an Extreme Heat. And hopefully it just kind of burns out from there. So, moving on. All right, this is fun. So glad you didn't laugh at that. I hate laughter. I love movies though. I really do. You guys seen Taken? Yeah, great movie. Right? I love it. If you haven't seen it, it's Liam Neeson. His daughter gets kidnapped and put into prostitution and stuff. And I went to go watch it one day and I opened the DVD case and it was gone. My movie Taken was fucking taken. And I found out who took it and I asked him like if I could get it back. I like that movie. I love that movie. And he had told me that he's like, well, I lent it to a friend and that friend lent it to a friend and so on and so forth. So not only was my movie taken, but it was forced into prostitution. And I just wish I had that particular set of skills to get it back, or any kind of ambition. So, how you guys doing tonight? You having fun? Yeah. First comic of the day, and I'm mediocre. I don't know. No, give it up for yourselves, actually, yeah. You guys are great. No, give it up for yourselves. Don't think much of yourselves, do you? Jeez. That you've been staring at me for too long and you're getting tired. I know that done. Oh, what else? Another movie I really liked was Titanic. I like that movie. Just because, it's because, like, nobody likes to hear the ending of a movie, but we've all seen Titanic knowing the ending of a movie, you know? Like, it's crazy. But it was crazy because I actually learned something very valuable from that movie. If you remember the beginning when they're all boarding, everybody, every once in a while you hear, it's unsinkable, it's unsinkable, it's unsinkable. And then there's that one dick that ruins it for everyone and goes, not even God can sink this ship. And I learned that day, never talk shit to God right before you get on a boat. Yeah. And then, there's, I don't know, one part of that movie I never understood is Jack is drawing Rose naked on the couch. Okay, really? You have a woman naked on the couch and the only thing you want to do is draw the bitch? How did you even finish that? I wouldn't even start it. I've just been staring at her for an hour, She's like, are you almost done? I'm like, oh, I've been done a while ago. With the picture, I'm like, no. But I'm gonna end on this one and get out of here. I was watching the news the other day, and I saw this news story about this guy who got hit by a train, right? And the news anchor said these exact words, and I quote, and no one seemed to know what happened. Guy gets hit by a fucking train, no one knows what happened. I wasn't even there, I can tell you what happened. He didn't get out of the fucking way. Right? And by the way, if you're ever attacked by a train, just because I know they're so elusive, and they just turn on a dime at any given point, right? If one ever comes at you like in this direction, just do this. And it'd be good, right? But no, the craziest part of the whole story is they did an autopsy to see what the cause of death was. Guy got hit by a train, they got to do an autopsy of how he died. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? It's COVID. Alright,